Hello everybody, welcome to a new chapter in the story of China's economic transformation. Today, let's talk about the people powering our modern world, those who deliver our food, packages, and more. These are the workers who keep our cities running, often unseen, but always essential. China is shifting from an economy built on construction and heavy industry to one driven by technology, data, and the internet. The skylines of cities like Shanghai and Shenzhen are now defined by tech giants and innovation hubs. This transformation is creating a new world of work, the gig economy. Here, flexibility and digital platforms are changing how people earn a living, offering new opportunities but also new challenges. Just a few years ago, ordering a hot meal with a tap and having it arrive in 30 minutes seemed like science fiction. Now, it's daily life for millions, thanks to the rapid growth of app-based services and the people behind them. Behind this convenience are gig workers, delivery drivers, ride-hailers, freelance coders, online sellers, the human faces behind the apps. They are the backbone of this new digital economy, working long hours to meet our demands. Their work fuels China's tech-driven growth, making life easier and more connected for everyone. Every package delivered, every ride completed, is a small part of a much bigger story. But as this new economy grows, what does it mean for the people doing the work? Are they truly benefiting from this progress, or are they being left behind in the race for innovation? These workers are often independent contractors, freelancers, and temps, without the safety nets we expect. They face uncertain incomes, few benefits, and little job security, even as their numbers swell. This isn't a small trend, it's a fundamental change in employment, happening on a massive scale in China. Millions are now part of this workforce, shaping the future of labor in ways we're only beginning to understand. Let's look beyond the convenience and see the lives, struggles, and hopes of these workers. Their stories reveal both the promise and the pitfalls of a tech-driven society. This is a story about the future of work everywhere, and how we value human labor in a tech-driven age. The choices we make now will shape not just China, but economies around the world. As our economies evolve, we must ensure millions aren't left behind. The gig economy offers opportunity, but also demands new protections and understanding. It's time to bring the experiences of this hidden workforce into the light and to ask, what kind of future do we want for the people who keep our world moving? China's gig economy is massive, about 200 million people, a number that rivals the population of entire countries. Every day, these workers form the invisible backbone of urban life, powering the services that millions rely on. Nearly 40% of the urban workforce now depends on gig jobs, from food delivery to ride-hailing, parcel couriers to odd jobs found through apps. These workers are everywhere, rushing to meet deadlines measured in minutes. Their presence is felt in every corner of the city, yet their stories often go untold. Many have left their hometowns and families behind, drawn by the promise of flexible work and the hope of better pay. For some, it's a chance to support loved ones from afar, sending money home each month. For many, gig work is a lifeline as traditional jobs in manufacturing and construction disappear. The old paths to stability are vanishing, replaced by the uncertainty of app-based work. But this workforce operates outside traditional labor protections, with little recourse if things go wrong. Classified as independent contractors, they often lack health insurance, paid leave, retirement benefits, or even a minimum wage. The safety net that once existed is now full of holes. Flexibility comes at a high personal cost, always working, never secure. Many work long hours, sacrificing rest and health for the next paycheck. They bear the risks of this new economic model alone, with little protection if they get sick, injured, or simply can't find enough work. The paradox is stark. Those powering China's tech progress are also its most vulnerable, often overlooked by the very system they help sustain. This isn't just a statistic. It's a human story, repeated 200 million times. Each face tells a tale of ambition, sacrifice, and resilience. These are people striving for a better life in a system that hasn't caught up to their reality. Their dreams are big, but the challenges they face are even bigger. Their struggles are the hidden cost of our digital convenience, a reminder that behind every app notification is a person, working hard to make life easier for others. To understand this life, listen to voices like Hu Anyan, a delivery driver in Beijing who wrote a memoir about his experience. He describes relentless pressure, 12-hour days, 7 days a week, just to get by. The exhaustion is deep, physical and emotional. Competition is fierce. A single late delivery means penalties and fewer future orders. There's profound isolation, surrounded by millions, yet invisible. No health insurance means an accident or illness is a financial disaster. Workers push through sickness and injury, risking long-term health for short-term survival. Hu's story forces us to confront the human cost of our convenience. Behind every delivery notification is a person with hopes, fears, and a body that gets tired. For gig workers, the real boss is the algorithm, a code dictating every move. It assigns orders, routes, and strict delivery times, with little regard for real-life obstacles. Drivers are tracked in real time. Delays mean penalties. The pressure to be faster leads to risky behavior, running red lights, speeding, or breaking traffic laws. Ratings determine income and job security. A low score can mean fewer orders or being kicked off the platform. Fellow drivers become rivals, not colleagues. There's no one to appeal to, just a rigid automated system. Workers feel like cogs in a machine, their humanity reduced to data points. The psychological toll is real: constant anxiety, powerlessness, and the knowledge that your livelihood depends on an invisible code. The algorithm strips away the human element of work. This is the reality for millions inside China's gig economy. The daily grind of a delivery worker is punishing, physically and financially. To earn enough, drivers work long hours, but income is unstable and depends on ratings and demand. Many skip meals or eat on the go, neglecting basic needs to save time. Chronic health problems and exhaustion are common. The job is dangerous. Traffic accidents are frequent, and most lack adequate insurance. An injury can mean financial ruin. Workers bear all the risks with little support from the platforms. The dream of a better future slips away as daily costs add up. They trade long-term health for day-to-day survival. This is the harsh reality for millions in China's gig economy. With growing public awareness and regulatory pressure, China's big tech companies are starting to respond. Platforms like Meituan and LA.me have introduced improvements, better insurance, rest stations, and tweaks to algorithms to reduce pressure. These are positive steps, but not enough. The core issue remains. As long as workers are classified as independent contractors, they lack basic protections. Rest stations help, but they don't replace paid sick leave, a minimum wage, or retirement benefits. The power imbalance between workers and platforms is still huge. These reforms often feel like PR gestures, not real change. The journey toward meaningful protection is just beginning. The gig economy's rise is tied to China's broader economic transformation. Factory and construction jobs once provided steady work for millions, but that era is ending. Automation and a shift to high-tech, service-driven growth mean traditional jobs are disappearing. The gig economy fills the void, offering low barrier entry for those left behind. For many, gig work isn't a choice. It's the only option. It's become the default safety net in uncertain times. This makes worker protection even more urgent. These workers have little bargaining power and few alternatives. They aren't choosing flexibility over stability. They're taking what's available. As China restructures, the gig economy will only grow in importance. The need for fair treatment and protection is more pressing than ever. Protecting gig workers isn't just about fairness. It's vital for China's economy and society. 200 million precarious workers can't fully participate as consumers, undermining China's shift to a consumption-driven economy. A large, insecure workforce creates inequality and social tension. How we treat these essential workers reflects our collective values. Allowing exploitation normalizes poor conditions for all workers. A healthy society offers dignity and security to everyone. When workers are secure and paid fairly, they contribute more to their communities. Investing in their protection is an investment in a stable, prosperous future. The benefits of technological progress should be shared broadly. The stability of the gig workforce is linked to the stability of the nation. The evidence is clear. China's gig economy is powered by the relentless energy and determination of millions of workers. Yet, behind every meal delivered and every parcel dropped off, there is a hidden cost that is simply too high for individuals and for society as a whole. These workers are the backbone of a rapidly changing economy, but their sacrifices often go unseen and unappreciated. We've witnessed the daily struggles of workers like Hu Anyan, who face not only physical exhaustion, but also the relentless pressure of the algorithm that dictates their every move. Their stories are not isolated. They echo across cities and towns, painting a picture of a workforce stretched to its limits. While some companies have started to introduce small improvements, these efforts are often superficial and fall far short of what's truly needed to protect workers' rights and well-being. The time for bold, meaningful action is now. We stand at a crossroads, and the decisions made today will shape the future for millions. Policymakers must step up and create real, enforceable protections, guaranteeing a minimum wage, setting reasonable limits on working hours, and ensuring access to Social Security and health insurance for all gig workers. Workers must also have the right to organize, to have a voice in shaping their own futures, and to stand together in pursuit of fair treatment. These aren't perks or privileges. They are the most basic of rights, fundamental to any just and equitable society. The flexibility of the gig economy is valuable, offering new opportunities and freedom. But flexibility must never come at the expense of fairness, safety, or humanity. Real, lasting change will require strong government regulation and oversight, not just voluntary promises or goodwill from corporations. The future of work is being defined right now, on the streets of China's cities, in the choices we make and the standards we set. What happens here will set a powerful precedent for the rest of the world, influencing how gig workers everywhere are treated. We must demand a future where technology is harnessed to serve humanity, not exploit it, where innovation uplifts, rather than undermines, the dignity of work. Every worker, no matter their job, deserves dignity, respect, and a fair chance at a better life. The health of our economies, and the strength of our societies, depends on how we treat those who keep them running. Now is the moment to act.